Nocked and Ready to Rock.
On this segment, I'm going to talk to all you archers out there who are a little bit more advanced and who are really seeking some precision in your setup, because I know that if you're like me, you really want a fine-tuned draw length, and this is the stage where we're going to adjust that. A lot of the target archers, and me being a target archer is my background, we know the difference between a 31-inch draw or a 31.25-inch draw, a 31.5-inch draw. So if we want to make those fine-tune adjustments, we need to check our bows at full draw. Now, if you have a bow that is absolutely exactly how you like it and the draw feels perfect, then what I would recommend is to take an old arrow, draw it back, and go ahead and mark that arrow exactly in the center of the burger buttonhole, because almost every manufacturer puts the burger buttonhole directly in line with the pivot point of the grip. So if you know this measurement, then you're always going to be able to get your bows to a very specific draw length. Now, one thing that you want to use as well, if you can, is either a draw board, which is great, or a shooting machine, because this really lets you check that. If you don't have either of those, simply draw your bow back and have someone else look at where that mark is and tell you if it's either short or long. So in order to make those fine-tune adjustments to my draw length, it's pretty easy. And with this particular bow, when I built it and we went through our earlier steps and I drew it back on my draw board, it actually drew just a little bit long. It drew 31.25. For me, I like a 31-inch draw, exactly. So what I did was I went ahead and added a few twists to my string, which when you add twists to a string, you're always going to slightly decrease your draw. If you want to slightly increase your draw, then you can add twists to your cables. One thing that I'm a firm believer in is always adding twists to either a string or a cable to make any type of adjustment, because if you remove twists, especially from a pre-made custom set, you're going to eventually start to loosen your servings as well, which will eventually have them start to separate. So if you want to fine-tune your draw length, it's great to know the distance between the burger buttonhole and the throat of your nock. Use an old arrow to do it, or go ahead and invest in a draw board or some type of a shooting machine, and you can always get these set exactly where you need to be.
Nocked and Ready to Rock.